Have you ever wondered about the oldest known piece of literature in the world? Well, allow me to introduce you to the Epic of Gilgamesh, a monumental literary work that dates back to the 3rd millennium BC. It's not just a relic of ancient times, but a vibrant and captivating story that continues to resonate with us today. This epic originates from a series of Sumerian poems which tell tales about the exploits of Gilgamesh, the mighty king of Uruk. Over time, these poems were woven together and adapted into a Babylonian epic, giving us the version of the story we know today. The Epic of Gilgamesh is more than just an epic. It's a window into the ancient world, rich with insights into the human condition. It explores profound themes of friendship and mortality, and delves into the timeless quest for eternal life. So come, join us on this journey through time as we unravel the tale of Gilgamesh, the ancient hero. Imagine a king, 2/3 god and 1/3 man, ruling over the ancient city of Uruk. This is Gilgamesh, a figure of immense power and influence. His strength was unparalleled, a testament to his divine lineage. He was a builder too, erecting grand structures that stood as symbols of his reign. The walls of Uruk, a marvel of engineering, were his crowning achievement. Yet his rule was not without its flaws. Gilgamesh's tyranny over his people was harsh, his demands unyielding. He worked them tirelessly, pushing them to the brink of their endurance. His actions did not go unnoticed. The gods, disturbed by his arrogance and cruelty, decided to intervene. They created Enkidu, a wild man of equal strength, to challenge Gilgamesh's rule and bring balance to Uruk. Little did Gilgamesh know his life was about to change with the arrival of Enkidu. Enter Enkidu, a wild man from the wilderness, created by the gods to challenge Gilgamesh. Born of the wild with the strength of a beast, Enkidu was a stark contrast to the cultured, city-dwelling Gilgamesh, yet in spite of their differences, the two formed a bond that would redefine their lives. Their friendship was one for the ages, a bond forged in the fires of shared adventures. Together they faced monsters, defied gods, and overcame challenges that would have daunted lesser men. In Enkidu, Gilgamesh found not only a true companion, but also a mirror reflecting his own strengths and weaknesses. Through their interactions, Gilgamesh's character evolved. From a ruthless king, he transformed into a compassionate leader, learning to balance his godly strength with a sense of justice and empathy for his subjects. Their friendship was the crucible in which the legendary hero was born. But their friendship was not meant to last. The gods had other plans. The wraith of the gods fell upon Enkidu, leading to his untimely death. This was a pivotal moment in the epic, a harsh reality check for the mighty Gilgamesh. Enkidu, his companion, his equal, his mirror, succumbed to the inevitable fate of all mortals: death. This was not a heroic death in battle, but a painful, drawn-out illness, a clear message from the gods who were displeased by the duo's arrogance. Gilgamesh was left shattered, his heart throbbing with grief. Enkidu, who had been a wild man turned brother, was no more. The despair was profound, but it was more than just the loss of a friend. It was a brutal reminder of his own mortality. This fear, this realization sparked a flame within Gilgamesh, igniting his quest for eternal life. With the death of his friend, Gilgamesh was left alone to face his mortality. Haunted by the death of his friend, Gilgamesh embarks on a quest for immortality. Overwhelmed by the fear of his own mortality, our king sets his sights on the only human who has ever escaped death's icy grip, Utnapishtim. Utnapishtim, a figure shrouded in mystery and legend, was granted eternal life by the gods after surviving a great flood. His story is a glimmer of hope in Gilgamesh's heart, convincing him that immortality is within his grasp. Gilgamesh's journey to find Utnapishtim is no leisurely stroll. It's a perilous odyssey filled with monstrous creatures, treacherous landscapes, and tests of endurance that push him to the brink. Each trial faced by our king is more daunting than the last, a constant reminder of the lengths one might go to escape the inevitability of death. Eventually, Gilgamesh reaches Utnapishtim, his beacon of hope in this dark quest. But instead of the warm welcome he'd imagined, he's met with a harsh reality. Utnapishtim, the immortal, is not what our king expected. He is a man, just like any other, burdened with an eternal life that's more a curse than a blessing. Utnapishtim shares with Gilgamesh the story of his immortality, a tale of divine intervention, a great flood, and a boat filled with all living creatures. He paints a picture of the loneliness and despair that accompanies eternal life, a stark contrast to the idyllic immortality Gilgamesh had envisioned. And then comes the final blow to Gilgamesh's quest. Utnapishtim reveals that his immortality was a one-time gift from the gods, not a prize that can be earned or won. This revelation shakes Gilgamesh to his core and forces him to confront the futility of his quest. His journey for eternal life was in vain. In the end, Gilgamesh learned the hard truth that all humans must face, the inevitability of death. A profound lesson wrapped in the cloak of despair, a reminder that the search for immortality is but a futile attempt to escape the inevitable. So, what can we learn from the Epic of Gilgamesh? This ancient narrative, laden with deep themes of camaraderie, mortality, and the vain pursuit of eternal life, provides timeless lessons. The friendship of Gilgamesh and Enkidu, so profound and transformative, teaches us about the power of connection and the ways it can alter us for the better. Their story also confronts the inevitability of death, reminding us that despite our mightiest efforts, mortality is a shared destiny, an integral part of the human condition. Gilgamesh's futile quest for immortality underscores this, emphasizing the importance of embracing our human limitations and cherishing our time here. The Epic of Gilgamesh has had an indelible impact on literature, influencing countless narratives that came after it. Its enduring relevance lies in its exploration of universal human experiences and emotions, making it a narrative that transcends time and culture. The Epic of Gilgamesh, a tale from the ancient world, continues to resonate with us today, reminding us of our humanity, our mortality, and the enduring power of friendship.